Okay. Well, this is like the 5th time it's not working. I don't know what on earth is going on. I think LinkedIn's having a conniption, or I am, one of the two. Maybe my ADHD brain's just freaking out, but something's not working. But anyway, I wanted to come on here and have a quick rant and talk a little bit, just a little bit, about the topic 2024 and go-to-market strategies. Now, in 2023, and this is really quite bizarre how this has happened. We've sort of gotten to this point, I think, and you can't tell me anything different, because I've spoken to, we've been doing this now for 4 years. We've spoken to thousands of execs. We've done 3,000 plus meetings. We know what's going on out there. Okay, so when I talk about what I'm going to talk about in a minute, you will either agree with me or you won't, and that's totally okay if you do or if you don't. But this is just mind-boggling. And put some comments in. Hit the like button. I don't care, whatever it is. Just let me know you're there. I can't see because I'm flying blind. There's no second screen, so I don't know if you're there or not. I don't even know if I'm live or not. I'm winging it. But anyway, just let me know if you can hear me. Okay. The conversations this week that I've had already, kind of freaking me out. If this was my business, they wouldn't be in their job. It is just absolutely ludicrous to think that companies are still doing this. Literally ludicrous. So one company I've spoken to this week, I've done 53 events this year. 53 events. Have a think about that. Have a think about how many that is per month. Not even the end of the year yet. 53. They said to me that they're going to cut 80% of them because they didn't produce anything. 80% of 53 events, which probably at a minimum cost $10,000 each, and they produced nothing. So 80% of 50, what's that? 35, 40 times 10, $500,000. $500,000 wasted on events. What? Just for the drinks? Just to turn up and have a network? Something is broken and seriously wrong out there. Something is not quite right. And I don't know if it's you keep doing what you've always done because that's what you've always done, and you're expecting to have a lucky accident when you bump into somebody at a conference. I can tell you now, execs do not go into conferences. They go to speak and then they leave. Prove me wrong. They take their badges off and don't even actually go into the vendor sponsors room. In fact, I get 10 emails a day from events that I've been to, people telling me they've met me at the event and I've never even met them. They're trying to flog me something, trying to get me to download a white paper, trying to get me to join their webinar. I don't want to. I've not even met these people, and they're sending me an invite to join their webinar saying thanks for meeting me at the conference. It's bullshit. It is total cack. You can't tell me any different that this is a good use of your money. This is not a good use of money. And I can guarantee you in 2024, if you do not rethink your go-to-market strategy, one, you won't be in a job. That's it. If you're in marketing, you'd have to be worried. You would have to be worried about how you're spending your money today. You would have anxiety about how you're going to get some ROI. And here's the problem that's happening here. Marketing and sales are not aligned. They're not coming together because I'll tell you why. Because marketing are comped or targeted very differently to sales. So while you go to a conference and scan those badges and tick your KPI, that does not tick your sales box. It does not equal opportunity. It does not equal pipeline. It does not equal anything other than you ticking a scanned badge box. And what do you do with those scanned badges? You take them back to your office and you give them to your SDR to phone up and download a white paper and come have a meeting. It's bullshit and it's broken. It is literally broken. The ROI on events, not tenable. And I'll guarantee you today, I'll put my money where my mouth is. We are the best ROI on the planet today. There is nobody on the planet that can get you access to execs and conversations better, cheaper, faster than Meet Magic today. I'll guarantee it. Literally, I wish I had a hat. I could eat it. I can't. But it is literally so 53 events. 80% of them are going to get cancelled because they didn't produce anything. One of them produced something, and they spent $50,000 on that event and had 10 one-on-one meetings. $50,000, 10 one-on-one meetings. That's $5,000 per meeting. We charge $1,000, and we give 100% of the profit of that to charity. We've given almost $2 million away. We've done 3,000 plus meetings. We've got vendors that keep coming back time and time again. Some vendors at Meet Magic are on 200 plus meetings that they've had with us. Do you think they'd still be here if they weren't getting any value from that? Anyway, wanted to show you, that's one thing. And then this week in my DMs, I've had some execs saying, Carl, can you help me connect with some vendors? Because I need to connect with some vendors. And sometimes the vendors just don't reach out. They send a message through the website. This is ludicrous. They send a message, an exec sends a message through the website, and the actual vendor doesn't reply. Lost for words. Literally, some execs are saying they need to connect with vendors because they want to look good, because they've got a project, you've got a generative AI pilot that needs to get underway, because everybody in this market today has to have a generative AI project, because if you don't, well, you probably get left behind. Cybersecurity is another one. If you're not in that space right now, looking at everything to do with cybersecurity, you're going to get hacked or going to get left behind. It's not a matter of if, it's when. It's coming. There's nothing you can do to protect yourself. You better be prepared. And this is not fear mongering. Just have a look out there. It's happening everywhere. So generative AI and cybersecurity, two of the biggest things that you need to meet vendors about, to have a conversation. Well, if you're going to meet with the vendors, why not do it in a simple, hassle-free way that's free, it costs you nothing, and saves you time? Well, that's exactly what Meet Magic is. And I'm going to show you, if I can make it work this time, exactly what it looks like to launch a project in a few clicks. Hopefully, you can see this screen. If not, I'm buggered. I'm going to sign in as an exec. Very, very simple. This is like, I don't know how. Well, if you're not, if you use the internet, you can launch a project. So shout out to Priyanka, Polyak, and Sajag, our team, our dev team, who have done an amazing job putting this together. It's a bit slow running through StreamYard. StreamYard, get your shit together. But this is the Meet Magic platform. Now, it's free for execs, totally free for execs. It's actually free for vendors to join, but you got to pay if you want to meet with execs. So it's like a hotel, really. You pay for your room, and if you want to use the bathroom, you got to pay for it. Anyway, so this is it. As an exec, you're going to get requests in your platform. So when you get a request, it might be from a vendor, might be from, I don't know, call it SnapLogic. SnapLogic right now, one of the sexiest, hottest integration vendors on the planet right now. If you've got any integration projects, you're going to bring some cloud or some SaaS together, and you don't know how to do it, get SnapLogic in, put it together in a few clicks, and you'll probably solve. SnapLogic will make you look good in 5 clicks. It's that good. Anyway, this is what you can do on our platform. A vendor will reach out to you and they'll say, hi, you want to have a chat? You can then click, send them a conversation. Brilliant. Because then at the end of that conversation, you get to you pick a charity, and it might be a black dog, whatever it is. You get to support a charity just by doing what you do every single day, which is meeting. So we're turning business into something that's worthwhile, not something that's a pain in the ass. This is it's called projects. Projects is where I come from. I come from Tans. It's pretty much like the projects. It is, I mean, we have twockers coming up on our street. For those that are old enough to know what a twocker is, taken without the owner's consent, stolen cars. Anyway, this is called projects, and this is what Priyanka and the team have done, is given our execs an opportunity or the capability of launching a project in a few clicks. And this is how it works. It's very, very simple. Let's just say you've got a generative AI project that you want to get off the ground. Well, this is what you do. You type in Gen AI project, and you pick the category. It might be AI, it might be app development, it could be automation, like with SnapLogic, it could be business management stuff, cloud, contact center as a service. It might be that you want to buy some Ring Central. I can get you the best price on the planet for that stuff. Unified comms as a service. Pick it. Pick your category. This is AI. Okay. We all know that when you start a project, you've got to get access to the vendors, have a conversation with, to learn about whether or not it's valuable or whether it's viable for that stuff to work inside your business. So you might want to launch an RFI. And your business unit, let's say, is IT. Okay. Click next. That's click number one. The next one is you want to tell people whether or not it's this year or next year, this financial year, so before June 30. Is it funded or not? Is your project ready to sign, or do you need help with scoping and the business case? Well, if it's an RFI, I'd speculate you need help with the business case. T-shirt size is another thing. Paul Keane, thanks for giving us a tip on this one. Most people know what T-shirt size is. Your project, is it big or small? It might be large, let's say. If you want to, you can put a bit of a price in there. You don't have to. It's optional. Put your budget in. I don't think you want to tell salespeople how much money you've got to spend, but some people do. You'd be surprised, because it means they've got to work within that capability. Click number two. Okay, we're going to talk about the urgency. Is it a high priority or a low priority? Well, let's call it moderate. Is it sensitive? Well, everything's sensitive these days. Or is it medium? I'm going to call it high. And you might want to put a little bit of a project description. Okay, this is click number three. And this is where we're going to match you automatically with vendors. Watch. 1, 2, this is live. 3, 5 clicks. Okay, we've been matched with some vendors here. Okay, Paradox, they're an AI company. They do a lot of HR stuff, kind of like what they're doing. I'm going to invite them. And Telium do a little bit of that stuff. You know what? I might want to meet with Meet Magic. There could be all sorts of people that I know inside Meet Magic that can help stuff. You might know a vendor that you want to talk to, so you just go and click off that. It might be that you want to talk to Okta or SailPoint, or maybe you want to talk to, I don't know, SnapLogic. Where's SnapLogic? Let's pick them. IRS. Oh, it's not in it's not in order. Anyway, I'll type Snap. There we go. SnapLogic. Who's in there? James Campbell. James. I'm going to invite James and John. Okay. I'm going to now submit. This is now sending a message off to those vendors to come and have a conversation with me, because I've now got an AI project that I want you to help me with. Now, that's how easy it is to launch a project. The salespeople get that. They click and they accept. And then when they come back to you, you send them a suggestion and a time to meet. It is that simple to have a conversation, and that simple to launch a project on Meet Magic. So anyway, that's my rant for the day. Have a really big think about what we're doing here, because we're not just giving you technology. We're not just giving you access to a cool sales tool. Yes, of course, we're the best ROI on the planet. Yes, of course, we've got the fastest, cheapest way to get access to have a conversation with the execs. But for the execs, of course, it's free, and it's a great use of their time to solve business problems. It's cheap and it's nothing. But the number one thing that we're doing for all the sales and marketing teams is taking away your anxiety. Because if you come here and have 10 meetings on the Meet Magic platform and don't get any pipeline, I'll give you your money back. It is that simple. So as an exec, if you want to log in, it's free for you. Sign up, get logged in, start your own projects, go and have a play. Cost you nothing. It's free. Save you some time. Spend some time with the kids. We'll give you some family time back. How about that? I mean, why would you want to fly to Melbourne, waste your time at that event and take your badge off and just to look good, when you can just do it for free here and stay at home? Doesn't make sense, does it? Okay, anyway, waffle over. I'm going to LinkedIn now. Head office LinkedIn event with, I think, Securo. I think one of the heads of marketing is talking up there, so I'm looking forward to having a bit of a cheer from the back. Anyway, have a great day. Talk to you later. Laters.